friends, I am the Dungeon Tutor. Welcome. Today, we have question 26 from RPGaDay, and that question is, what's a superb screen? And quite honestly, I don't use screens. I mean, I understand their use. If you have stuff that you want to keep hidden from your players, screen. If you're running a new game and you could use access to all the tables and everything, screen. They do that. Those are the purposes for a screen, more than anything else. And number one, usually when I go into a game, I know most of the materials, so I rarely have to look on and reference. So in that case, if I'm running a brand new game, for instance, then the screen for the game I'm running is superb. It has the tables and charts that I need, and on the front of it is either things that the player should be referencing, or, quite honestly, some nice art that might be evocative of the atmosphere I'm trying to present, or the atmosphere the game generally tries to hold. In which case, it's superb. Good job, you. But not all of them are like that. Plenty of people make their own or have them made, and there's companies that charge a pretty penny for nice, say, wooden screens with all kinds of cool stuff. I've seen screens with dice towers built into them, and now I've seen one with a video monitor put in so that you can show an image. That's all cool. I'll never use it. I shouldn't say never, but I probably will never use it. I don't like the clutter, and I like not having that barrier between me and my players. Unless I have a lot of stuff that I don't want them to see, I don't really need much of a workspace in general. I have most of my things are kept on a notebook in front of me. Maybe a clipboard if I'm being mobile. And I rarely, hide my dice rolls. And if I do, I just roll into a tray, which a few of my players are actually peeking into. So it doesn't rarely does it matter. I do all the numbers in my own head. So I, don't need to be doing long math or division, and all my notes on how much damage I've taken or effects that people have are all kept on my notebook. So everything's fine without it. But I know people really love them, so I'm going to show you two non-denominational screens that I have. First one was actually given to me because I ran a game at GaryCon in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin this last spring. And they gave these wonderful screens. Beautiful. Folding it out, you can see that the Game Master panels, well, we'll get into that in a second, but each one of the player-facing panels has art celebrating GaryCon. And I hope you'll forgive the glare. I do what I can, but... So, it's attractive, certainly. The inside is covered in tables and charts. But you might ask, for what game? Well, GaryCon is a celebration of Gary Gygax, co-creator of Dungeons and Dragons. Ironically, looking at the inside here, this is 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. I'm looking at... They've got illustrations of coins from D&D. Weapon properties, armor, weapons. Those are all D&D. 5th edition. Stealth, concentration, death, conditions. Yeah, this is all for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Kind of ironic. But I suppose it wouldn't have gotten almost any use, considering the games that were run, if they had had, say, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, or even 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons. But AD&D is the baby that Gary is known for, and the fact that that screen is 5th edition is kind of funny, a little bit. But, again, nothing serious. I'm sure people give them a lot of use. I don't, but I can see it being helpful. Having to look into the appendix for conditions is annoying. Having the most useful weapons on there so that you can instantly look at stats and stuff, sure, there's a use for that. There's no question. Alright, and the other screen, this is one that I found at a half-price Bucks. It was called an Ultimate GM screen. I'll let you decide if it's ultimate or not. First of all, fairly generic art. But Ah, the butt. This is a panel. It can be taken out and you can put whatever you want in there. You want character illustrations, you can use that. If you want maps, you can use that. It's all letter sized, so for example, if you're running, I don't know, a game of, we'll go with Gooey Cube's Red Star Rising campaign. Well, they give you maps. You want the map to face the players? Boom! Illustrations, not so much, because most of those are in landscape rather than portraits, so they would look weird on these. So that's not quite as useful, but all those little portrait cards that they give out so that you can see the players that you're seeing, you just stick it right in the top here so that's facing the players, and you can say, this is who you're talking to. And then you'll have all the information facing you, and the players can see who you're talking as. Kind of cool. Inside by default, and again too, these are all optional, so you can make your own cheat sheets and use whatever you want to make. That's probably what makes this ultimate, really, is that you can use it for anything. The ones that come with it, though, wouldn't you know it, conditions, yup, attack of opportunity triggers, cool, combat, player reference. Okay, the combat stuff is 5th edition D&D. Attacks of opportunities, 5th edition D&D, right? That's what all is. Conditions, 5th edition D&D. This page, however, is really cool. Player reference. It shows character, current and maximum hit points, temporary hit points, armor class, race class, alignment level, AC bonus, conditions, and notes. And it's got 4 separate slots. Is this useful? Gosh, yes. My character control sheets generally have the names of the characters, an important stat like passive perception, and armor class, so I'm not constantly asking the players, hey, what's your armor class again? That's useful stuff to have, and they have it right here, boom, on the sheet. Nice. That's useful. At the very bottom, boss monster, stats, name, type, alignment, experience value, current and maximum hit points, temporary hit points, armor class, AC bonus, items and treasures, conditions and notes, and you can write on this with dry erase and scratch it off so you don't have to permanently mar anything. As a matter of fact, you kind of have to, because if you were going to write that stuff down, you'd have to pull this out and write on it. This is made by Stratagem. Cool. And it says it's compatible with Pathfinder. So, okay, maybe these are these Pathfinder? I don't know. Not a whole lot of difference, really. So, yeah. Yeah, I would say this is Pathfinder because there's no petrified status. So sure, Pathfinder, whatever. Like I said, everything in here can be customized to the way you want. That makes this one of the best screens I've got. I don't use it, but it is. So, this was really cheap at Half Price Books, too. I think it was less than $10. So, if you're looking for a great screen, something like this that you can endlessly modify every aspect of it, great. Especially if you're a go-getter who makes your cheat sheets, makes your own tables and stuff. Get one of those. It'll give you a lot of mileage. And that is my take on this question. Again, even though I don't use screens, I understand there's a value to them, and some people love them and use them religiously, and that's cool. Keep on going, and I hope you find the accessories that work best for you. But I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe it proved some use to you, and I hope it did. So if so, feel free to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Hit the notification button so you can see when more videos are coming. But what I'd really love to see is comments. What do you think about screens, and what game has the best screens in your opinion? I generally find them to be functional. I haven't seen too many games that have completely useless screens. The tables and charts they put on are generally the ones you're going to want to refer to the most as a game master. And ultimately, if they do that, then they are a success. If they have obscure charts that you almost find yourself never using, then less so. But I certainly hope to see you again in future videos. I have more to make, and Dungeon Tutor will be going on after RPGaDay, so I hope to see you with those videos. And if I do, then I hope that between then and now that you, yes you, get a chance to roll some dice, to play some games, to have some fun. But stay safe out there, my friends. Until then next time, farewell.